everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession should be a factor. The Niners are top 10 in converting third down opportunities, and they'll be up against the Seahawks defense looking to knock that conversion rate down.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. First down, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a Giant. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He got 29 yards that time.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Now let's go. 3,
on 1st down, Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Garoppolo out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended.
The big fella, he's at the 40. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it.
And there's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And finding Pruitt. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Larry?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 41-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he slings one that's incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, yeah, the quarterback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. They run again with Ajayi. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so they're not playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jay Ajayi, touchdown number 18 of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he's able to put it through. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers leading the charge offensively.
Let's go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Third down, here's Rawls. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Jordy Nelson off to a big start catching the football in that one. Up over 100 yards already. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Buying time. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go again with Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Baldwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Garoppolo on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal. They'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Flush to his right. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead busting through to get him for a loss of 6. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. 58 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he's flushed out left, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. Give him 6 there, but now it's third. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run with a power back. Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Niners on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, good move. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And how about that play right there? Fourth quarter, tie game, both sides trying to figure out who's going to make the big play. We just saw it right there in front of us. That's a monster return.
Indeed, breaking that tie with an exclamation mark. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Cliff Averill in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Oh, now he bowls him over. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Wilson wants to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Rawls directly over it. And now run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. To the right side, completes to Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Garoppolo again. Caught on the right side by Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And Jones has it over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. A swing pass caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdown passes in the W. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball.